there is so much waste, in the industry for sure, especially when it comes to luxury brands. So there are a lot of conversations about, reducing this type of waste and going to seasonless collections and reducing the amount of collections. And I think that's quite smart. And when I've implemented those strategies, I improved sell through. We improved dollar performance as well, sales revenue. And, we found that clients, for the most part, because a great item is a great item. It's all about quality and fabrication. And so they will continue to actually buy the same items all over and over and over again, repeatedly. And so and you can introduce the newness, you can introduce more of the trends, but it can be done in a smaller way. And so when it comes to pre-order, I think this is something that is very, very interesting. And I think there's great potential behind this because you're literally ordering something and you're tapping into the world of customization for one. So you're allowing that customer to come in and to be able to make a selection of things that they want within that moment. And it doesn't have to go through the entire process of a merchant team, for example, forecasting a total huge amount of units without actually really knowing what the customer is going to do. You have some history, but you're not really sure. And so you're projecting all of these large units and you're submitting them into headquarters and the production and manufacturing facilities with the hopes that you will get the sell through that you need, and with the hopes that the clients will respond accordingly. But that's not always the case. And so with pre-order, you being able to identify this customer says, I want these items in these sizes, and then to go and produce it exactly as they have requested, you eliminate the waste. You eliminate all these other challenges of difficulty of like having excess inventory. You reduce the markdown cadence as well because you don't have to deal with that. And sure, there are other challenges like they have to wait lead time wise for that item to be produced, but there's some innovative things that are happening to actually cut down on that. And so when it comes to pre-order, there's certainly something there for being able to tap into what the consumers want in that moment and produce it exactly to their request. And the brands that are able to do that, and most of them I'm learning, are more like emerging brands that are smaller, for instance, and they can react in that way. They're finding that they're able to connect more with their clients. They have built better relationships with them as well. And those clients end up being more loyal. I will share an example because this was something that actually happened at my time with one of my companies. I was in Europe and we had a top client who we invited to come and shop with us immediately after the collection was shown. So it was an opportunity to come into the showroom. We had a full spread. We laid it out for her and we showed her everything and we had models there so she could see what it looked like on. And she was able to make her selection right there and then in that moment. And by doing so, spending a few hours, it was like half a day roughly, maybe closer to like a full day, depends. But she ended up spending roughly $250,000 with us that day on the items that she selected. And just making that an experience, being able to do that, and actually knowing that she would get those items well before they were produced for the stores, develop that personal relationship. We established someone that would be loyal to the brand. She had a great experience. We learned more about her. There was more connectivity, and everyone was happy at the end of the day.